great day, and welcome to Living the Agape Lifestyle. I am your mental health coach, Dr. Lakeisha Tony, and I'm so grateful that you joined me today for this topic. This topic has to do with forgiveness, but we're going to go a step further than forgiveness. There are 3 different phases of forgiveness that we have to tackle in order to have a successful delivery when it comes to forgiveness. Some things that we always understand in forgiveness is acknowledging that this thing affected me in a way that won't allow me to progress, or it affected me in my emotions. So we tackle that yes, it did affect me and it hurt me. The second thing is that, okay, this did hurt me, but that person is human and I still have to forgive them. So in order for us to naturally forgive, we have to go to the person that created us, and he'll give us the ability to move towards the steps of forgiveness. So we acknowledge that, oh yes, this did affect me in a way that makes me feel a certain negative energy, or not just an energy, but it may cause a hindrance in my relationship with the person, or it hinders my relationships with others. So we acknowledge that, yes, this has affected me in a negative way. Secondly, okay, yes, because if we obey scripture, if we are born again Christian believers, we know that the scripture says, if I can't forgive, then Jesus Christ can't forgive me. This is something that if we are moving towards steps of faith, and if we have a real relationship with God, then we do operate in forgiveness, but it's not something that's easy to do. So we need the power of God to help us to walk in forgiveness. So those are the 2 phases that we know, that we naturally know to do. The third thing is where a lot of people don't have a successful outcome when it comes to forgiveness. And that is something that takes not just one person. We know that acknowledging that something hurt me, that's you acknowledging that. We know that you speaking and submitting to, I'm going to forgive this person. That's your step. But the third step is called reconciliation. Reconciliation takes 2 people. So it's not an easy thing to do because it requires 2 parties. So that means we have to put our pride aside, and we have to go to them in a kind spirit to allow them to know that this did hurt me, but I want to reconcile. I want us to have peace between us. I don't want any ill feelings towards you, or, let's progress in the right way. And sometimes that's not an easy thing to do. Or if we cause somebody some pain and we wasn't aware of how it affected their life, we have to be the bigger person. And not even just we have to be the responsible person to go and say, you know what, we had a conversation and some things came out of my mouth that I did not, I didn't say them the right way and I hurt you. And I just want to make sure that we can, if you can accept my apology. I'm sorry that this happened. I'm sorry what I caused, but I want the air to be clean between us. I want it to let's have a fresh start. So that's what reconciliation is all about. And a lot of people don't get to that point in life because they say this, and this is when you know that the healing process, they won't even allow the healing process to take place when they say, I can forgive, but I can't forget. That lets me know that, guess what, no reconciliation has even come across their mind, or I don't have to see them. But I did forgive them. Those are situations when you know the bitterness is still there. So in order to have a successful forgiveness path, we have to tackle all 3 phases of forgiveness. We have to make sure we acknowledge how it felt and acknowledge that it did affect my life and it's actually there. You have to acknowledge that, yes, I am required to forgive this person. And then the third step is, I must go to this person at the right timing, because guess what? When you're ready, you will be able to go. When the Lord give you an open door to go to a person to make sure that you have the space to reconcile. Now, here's where it becomes a little tricky. The person may not want to accept your apology, or the person may not want to apologize. But does this mean it's the right thing to do? Yes, it's the right thing to do, because now you were obedient and mature enough to solve that problem. If they don't respect it, you did your part. And guess what? Now freedom has happened, because you freed yourself from the guilt of holding unforgiveness, or you freed yourself by going to that person and taking responsibility of the pain that you may have caused them. So that is when freedom comes, because yes, I did this. Now, if you are a born again believer, the scripture says go a step further. If that person doesn't receive you, then go to an elder brother, or go to a spiritual person that can mediate the conversation and also have say so. Somebody that's mature enough not to take sides, but choose what the word would say in the midst of the confusion. So that's another step that people don't do. And that's a step that has to be done in order for true reconciliation to happen. So we don't want to leave off these steps, because if we can't forgive, or if we cause others hurt and we let it linger, guess what? That's called sin. Because we don't want to cause hurt, and we also don't want to have bitterness or unforgiveness to fester in our hearts. Because again, the scripture lets us know that if we can't forgive people of their trespasses, then He's not able to forgive us of our trespasses. If He is holy and just to accept us as His children, when He know that we're not perfect and we commit sins, we don't practice sin, but we do commit sins, but we ask for forgiveness and we don't practice it. But if He's faithful and just to forgive us, then guess what? We have to practice forgiveness as well. You know, there are people that wear the WWJD bracelets. What would Jesus do? You know, we need to really understand, what would Jesus do in a situation? That's what matters most when we reflect. What would Jesus do in this situation? How will He handle this? What is His expectations of us as born again believers? You know, so we want our lives to be successful, and we want to make it into eternity, and we want to have an eternal home with God one day. So these are the things that He requires of us. So if this spoke to you, take the steps. Take the steps, not just to say, yes, this hurt me. Yes, I forgive. But take the next step and say, you know what? I need to reconcile with my friend, with my brother, with my coworker, whoever it is. But clear the air. We want the air to be cleared in situations. Now, if that person want to keep that stumbling block up after you made your peace, it's nothing that you can do. But guess what? The blood is off your hands. You was obedient to God. And guess what? You walk away in freedom. No longer could they hold you hostage of what you did to them, because you repented and you told them forgive you and you're sorry. Or if they may have harmed you and you said, I want to make peace, what you did to me, but I forgive you now. You know, you walk away in freedom. It's a freedom now, you know. So I want you all to take this challenge today. Take the opportunity to set your life free. We want the road to freedom to be in every aspect of our life. Some people, everybody wants financial freedom. We want freedom in in so many areas. We should have liberty in every area of our life. So thank you all for listening. I am Dr. Lakeisha Toney, where a healthy mind is a healthy heart. The more we know, the better we can do. But the more we apply it, our freedom takes place. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.